FIFA continues its preparations for the grand final clash between Lionel Messi's Argentina and Lamine Yamal's Spain. Messi sets new records in Inter Miami's victory over Nashville. Ronaldinho comments on Cristiano's statements about Messi. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video. FIFA continues its preparations for the grand final between Lionel Messi's Argentina and Lamine Yamal's Spain. The Spanish newspaper Marca confirmed that the International Federation of Association Football, FIFA, is moving forward with preparations to hold the grand final match between the European champions, Spain, and the Copa America champions, Argentina. According to Marca, the match between Argentina and Spain was initially expected to take place on March 28, 2026. But FIFA wants this highly anticipated duel between Lionel Messi and Lamine Yamal to happen on March 27, 2026. While awaiting the official announcement of all details related to this global event, the newspaper stated that the final will be played at Lusail Stadium, the same venue where Lionel Messi and the Argentine national team were crowned world champions at the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. The Spanish outlet added that the only obstacle preventing this match from being held on that date would be if the Spanish national team fails to qualify directly for the 2026 World Cup and has to play in the playoffs. Spain, currently leading with 12 points, is preparing to face Georgia, third with 3 points in Tbilisi and Turkey, second with 9 points in Seville, aiming to secure its qualification for the World Cup. Messi sets records in Inter Miami's victory over Nashville. Inter Miami, led by Argentine legend Lionel Messi, earned a commanding 4-0 victory over Nashville in the early hours of Sunday morning, in a match corresponding to the MLS League's Cup playoffs. It was the first time in Inter Miami's history that the team advanced past the round of 16 in the American Soccer League playoffs, thus qualifying to face Cincinnati in the next round. Inter Miami's goals were scored by Lionel Messi 2 and Tadeo Allende 2 at the 10th, 39th, 73rd, and 76th minutes. Lionel Messi became the first player in football history to reach 400 assists, adding another milestone to his legendary record and reaffirming his status as one of the greatest creators and goal scorers of all time. Messi has now recorded 294 total goal contributions, goals and assists across his career with Argentina and his clubs, FC Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, and Inter Miami. The Argentine star also raised his total goals to 894, widening his lead over Portuguese star Cristiano Ronaldo on the list of players with the most open-play goals, excluding penalties, in football history. Messi has 782, compared to Ronaldo's 773. Ronaldinho comments on Cristiano's statements about Messi. Brazilian magician Ronaldinho Gaúcho finally broke his silence and spoke warmly, with wisdom and emotion, about recent events in the football world. After Lionel Messi achieved another historic victory with Inter Miami, defeating Nashville 4-0. This all came amid Cristiano Ronaldo's controversial remarks, claiming that he doesn't consider Messi better than himself and that he doesn't want to be humble. Ronaldinho's words were not just a casual comment, but more like an open letter to the world, and to both stars, Messi and Ronaldo. His statements blended nostalgia for the era of magical football with the wisdom of someone who experienced ultimate glory and witnessed Messi's rise, maturity, and transformation into a legend among legends. Ronaldinho began with a calm smile, a reflection of his joyful character and free-spirited Brazilian nature, saying, "I watch what happens between Messi and Ronaldo like a father watching what his sons do. Both have created something unforgettable in football, but there's a big difference in how each handles glory. Messi never says he's the best. I've never heard him talk that way about himself. He lets people say whatever they want about him while he responds on the pitch, with his silence, his magic, and his unmatched goals." He continued, "That's Messi's greatness. He knows he's the best, but doesn't feel the need to say it. His humility makes him even greater. I've played with many stars, but I've never seen someone of his stature remain so simple. Messi could talk about himself every day, but he prefers to let his left foot do the talking." Ronaldinho spoke admiringly of Messi's latest achievement. "Reaching 400 assists in your career is incredible. That number alone shows that you think not of yourself, but of your teammates. Messi doesn't just seek to score, he lives to make others happy. And that's something rare in modern football, which has become obsessed with individual stats and awards. Leo shows that greatness isn't about how many Ballon d'Ors you have, but how many smiles you bring to people's faces." He added, "What I like most about Messi is that he doesn't talk much. He knows the ball is his only language. He doesn't respond to criticism, doesn't engage in comparisons, doesn't seek the spotlight with words, the spotlight seeks him. When he touches the ball, millions talk about him without him saying a single word. That's a power only the truly great possess. Then Ronaldinho paused for a moment to speak sincerely about Cristiano Ronaldo. I have great respect for Ronaldo. He's an extraordinary player, one of the best athletes in history, but I think sometimes he falls into the trap of words. Football doesn't need someone declaring they're the best. It needs those who let future generations decide. Messi doesn't say it, but he makes us believe it. Ronaldo says it, but he makes us debate it. There's a big difference between proclaiming greatness and embodying it. With a faint, ironic smile, he added, "As a player, I always loved laughter, joy, and fun in football. And Messi is like me in that. He plays as if every pass were a dance and every goal a smile. Ronaldo, on the other hand, is always serious. That made him great in his own way, but sometimes he forgets that joy is also part of glory." Ronaldinho recalled his emotional relationship with Messi at Barcelona. When Leo joined the first team, he was very young and didn't talk much, but he observed everything with the eyes of a child in love with football. I remember the first time he passed me the ball in training. I was surprised by his precision. I thought, this kid will make the world talk about him one day. From that moment, I used to give him the ball often to help him gain confidence and show his talent. Today, when I see what he's doing in the United States, I feel like I'm still watching that same boy. Only now he's a global legend. Proudly, he added, "Sometimes I say Messi is the most beautiful thing I left humanity after my retirement. I'm proud to have been part of his story, even if only for a few years. He turned Barcelona into a legend and football into pure art." He went on to speak about Messi's humility, pointing out that it's one of the secrets to his long-lasting success. Many players, once they reach glory, forget where they came from. But Messi never did. He's still that guy who greets everyone, hugs children, smiles at referees, apologizes when he makes mistakes, and doesn't over-celebrate out of respect for his opponents. That's why people love him. Humility can't be bought, and Messi has it naturally. He continued, "Even after winning the World Cup, the greatest achievement a player can have, we never saw him brag or mock anyone. He never said, 'I'm the best in history,' even though he'd have every right to. He prefers silence, because his actions speak louder. That's the difference between true geniuses and the rest." Ronaldinho then spoke about Messi's impact on American and global football. Today you see stadiums in the US full just to watch him touch the ball. Kids there don't chant for a team, they chant Messi's name. He's changed the face of football in a country that once didn't care much for it. And only someone who loves the game more than fame can achieve that. With enthusiasm, he added, "People don't realize how hard it is to maintain that level in your mid-30s, but Messi plays as if he were 20. It's not just professionalism, it's pure love for the ball. He plays because it makes him happy, not for stats or awards." On the eternal comparison between Messi and Ronaldo, Ronaldinho said calmly, "Let people debate whatever they want. Every generation needs its own rivalry. But for me, that comparison ended long ago. Messi wasn't just a great player, he was an example of spirit, joy, humility, and playing for the people. He doesn't need to prove anything. The whole world is his proof." Finally, Ronaldinho directed a personal message to Messi. "Leo, keep doing what you're doing. Don't change a thing. The world needs people like you to keep believing that football is still a beautiful game. Keep making people happy and let others talk. You don't need words. The ball speaks for you in its own language." And, looking at the cameras, he added with his legendary smile, "And to Ronaldo I say, don't talk about who's the best. Let history decide. History doesn't forget those who leave magic behind, and Messi has left a magic no one will ever erase." Ronaldinho concluded his speech with words that sum up his life and football philosophy. Ronaldo wrote his story with hard work and sweat. Messi wrote his with magic and humility. The first fought to reach glory. The second made glory come to him. Between them, the most beautiful story in football was born.